Serving time in a Russian prison is a very rough life experience. Although conditions have improved since the Soviet time, and especially since the 1990s, when the country was in a permanent financial crisis, a Russian prison is still a very grim place to be, especially for years. In the Russian judicial system, people first spend several months in jail before they receive their sentence, and if convicted, they are transferred to prison. Jails have even worse conditions due to the regime and poor maintenance. In jails, people live in cells, often overcrowded and with unbearable living conditions. They are poorly fed and have very infrequent walks outside in a big crowd of constantly smoking detainees. Prison camps, officially called correctional or penal colonies, are somewhat of a relief. Depending on the strictness of the regime, inmates usually live in big barracks with 2 tired beds, spend considerable time outside, and often work. When it comes to religion, there are 2 main factors that turn inmates to God. First, the crimes they committed, and especially the consequence they face in prison, being forced to live behind bars for years. The second factor is time. Whether they work or not, their days are usually monotonous, very similar to each other, and there are few opportunities to spend long years in a productive way. Many inmates engage in dangerous or simply stupid activities in order to fight boredom. But many also face a big moral crisis, reconsidering their life choices, mistakes, broken families, and wasted opportunities. Religion addresses both problems. Prayer, church services, group Bible study, and other religious practices allow for spending quality time with a group of like-minded people without the threat of violence, monetary debt, or punishment from the administration. Needless to say, religion also gives answers to questions of good and evil, the meaning of life, and redemption. Surprisingly enough, the Russian Orthodox Church is not the major actor in Russian prisons. Naturally, most prisons have either a church, a chapel, or some sort of a prayer room for Orthodox Christians. Many also have facilities for Muslims, Buddhists, and Jews. However, evangelical Christians, especially Baptists and Pentecostals, have had the most active prison ministries since the early 1990s. Evangelicals, and Russian evangelicals in particular, are a community of adult converts. Apart from theology that requires a genuine born-again conversion from every adult individual, whether raised Christian or not, the gospel message in evangelical interpretation resonates the most in the hardest life and death situations. A significant part of Baptist and Pentecostal communities consists of former drug addicts, homeless, and prison inmates. I have personally worked with many evangelical converts who went through prison, and many of them converted there. Despite the common understanding that evangelical Christianity is foreign and even alien to Russia, the prison administrations throughout the country eagerly cooperated with prison ministries. The ministries actively collected material help for prisons, clothes, food, literature, and toiletries, but most importantly, Christian converts tend to quit smoking, drinking, cursing, and gambling, start following the rules, show respect to other inmates and guards, and when released, try their best not to commit crimes ever again. Please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I see you all next time.